So, I promised to carry on the theme of the Lamb, and it's quite a huge topic for me. I love this whole concept of Christ the Lamb, and I want to, it started some years ago when I was in my mid-20s, and at the time I had a really strong image. I was wearing a lot of black, and I wanted to present myself as being tough. And I was hiding actually behind an image that I thought would cover up my insecurities. I didn't know really, or I didn't understand myself fully then, but I'm not saying that any image is wrong. I'm not saying that everyone is hiding who has a certain image, but for me it was like that. So just take that, don't take that too seriously when I say that. But you see, God sees the heart, and he is not looking at the outward appearance. But he is looking at the outward appearance if it is covering up our true selves, actually. So one day I was walking home from work. I lived in a beach town then, and I distinctly remember I was listening to some Jason Upton worship and through my headphones. And I distinctly remember hearing the voice of Holy Spirit saying, "Jenna, you're okay with the lion, but you're not okay with the lamb." And I realised in that moment that I was horrified and scared of the lamb. Why? Because I understood that the lamb is a defenceless creature. It doesn't have any defences. It's soft and fluffy and slightly stupid. Don't be offended. God calls people sheep. People aren't always so clever. However, the lamb is innocent and soft and beautiful. And so I knew it was in reference also to Isaiah, where it talks about how Jesus was led, Christ was led, or the Messiah was led like a lamb to the slaughter. Christ was as a lamb when he died. He didn't defend himself, although he could have killed everybody on the spot. He had all the power of God inside of him, and yet he just allowed himself to die. That's how great the love was. So the greatest love, the greatest force in the universe is a love that will lay down its life and die and not defend itself. It will become innocent and impure and appear weak in the eyes of other people. And that's the point that I found so difficult, was the lamb is so weak. But I had it all wrong. No, the lamb is strong. The lamb is what saved or brought back or redeemed the whole universe. Therefore, the lamb is the greatest source of strength in the entire universe. The lamb is not weak. The lamb is strong. I got it all wrong. This is an upside down kingdom. Remember, Jesus said that his ways is not the ways of the Gentile rulers. You become a servant to lead. You become like one who takes off all your clothing and kneels down and washes others' feet. To become first, to become last. That's the power of the cross. That's the power of the God we served, that he didn't want to reveal himself as the almighty force that we're afraid of, that can strike us down dead. Instead, he took all his glory within himself, stripped it of himself, came in naked flesh, and allowed himself to be torn apart to show what true authority and power looks like. And so for me to give up my sense of false coverings meant embracing the lamb. And I went through a season where I stopped doing certain things to allow myself to go through that stripping process, and I can tell you it was tough. I thought I was dying, and the truth is I was dying. I was dying to self. I was dying to a false image. I was dying to what I thought real power and authority was. So I have a great love for the lamb, And I just wanted to clarify a few points in the last video, that when Christ the Lamb came to me and said, will you take care of me, it was actually an exchange. Whatever pain I had, I gave up in that moment, and I received the Lamb instead. And I cannot tell you how or why that happened. It's mysterious. I don't understand it. It's like I leaned into something greater than myself, and I gave up the self-centeredness and the self-focus that was there. I think there was another point, but I can't remember it now. But I feel power on that as I'm talking, and I pray for everyone watching that you would allow yourself to let go and to be like the Lamb, that whatever you have, whatever pain there is, you would give in exchange for the power of the Lamb and the cross. So